ones only. You didn't lack love within self because you was willing to choose yourself to better yourself. You prayed for your neighbor with no malicious intentions when they was up against you. They was their own worst enemy. But you understood everybody wasn't supposed to be part of your journey. You allowed yourself to see your self-reflection, to better yourself, to know that you are worthy. Regardless who dimmed your light, who gave up on you. Yeah, they judged a book by its cover when it came to you. But you truly prayed for your neighbor in the most healthiest way. Days when you couldn't even see for yourself to self-reflect and mentally go within. Days when you was battling depression, anxiety, PTSD, you still was praying for your neighbor. Praying for yourself in the most healthiest way and asking God for the right direction. So he can show up for you to choose you. You didn't have to discourage nobody that day. As allowing yourself to become your best self, vision of yourself, to heal mentally, to go within, to understand your abilities, that you are worthy. Don't get discouraged at the end of the day, because a powerful prayer when you least expect it will actually work. When you're not going against yourself, at the end of the day, to become your own worst enemy. They don't understand at the end of the day, how do you continue to pray for your neighbor when days when you can't even see for yourself and you're going through trials and tribulations in your life at the end of the day, and you ain't trying to shortchange yourself, but you believe in yourself to recognize your faith. They don't understand how the obstacles that was placed in front of you that was supposed to make you so confused. Only for you to choose yourself, to better yourself, to understand yourself reflecting. You had spell work being done on you when you least expected. But God allowed you to see that you are genuine and true. Continue to fight for this battle. At the end of the day, that's not yours, and I got you. The energy is different. They don't understand, how did you choose yourself? When they try to discourage you, they kicked you down, they lied on your name, they humiliate you. They put you in a position at the end of the day, your back was against the wall. And you still chose you. We are all not the same. I don't wish bad on my neighbor, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully when it comes to trauma and pain. I truly hope, neighbor, that one day you truly mentally heal and go within to find yourself, to see at the end of the day that seeking revenge on somebody at the end of the day, because you your own worst enemy, it won't put you in a good position. And I say that respectfully, especially when you are hating disguise, because you don't want someone to elevate faster than you. Someone is truly praying for you, not against you. The energy totally hits different. How when God works in mysterious ways and when God places somebody in your life, at the end of the day, be kind to them. Be mindful and wise when dimming your own light. At the end of the day, something that you asked for when you least expected. It may not have shown up when you expected it, but God shows you at the end of the day that everybody is not the same. When it comes to respect, at the end of the day, it really be the thought process of me. A stranger in the street will respect you so fast when you least expect it, not to dim your light. Humanity, you are worthy. I was sitting here minding my business. And I said to self, I love myself. And what I realized, I don't worship the devil at the end of the day. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. So please put all that negative energy, save that for your mama. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everybody. But you know what I realized when I was sitting here? I said to self, how through my obstacles and my battles and my trials and tribulations and me becoming my best self vision of myself, I never allowed myself to dim my light. Because someone took my kindness for weakness. And I knew how to show up for them at the end of the day when God placed me in their life. I prayed for my neighbor in the most healthiest way so they could become their highest self, for their best self vision of themselves. And I say that respectfully, regardless of what trials and tribulations was in their life. Someone reached out to me and said, Naya, thank you so much for being patient with me. Naya, thank you so much for showing me at the end of the day that I am worthy. I said, that was only God. That was only God. And I'm thankful that God is in my life. I don't got to manipulate nobody. The trials and tribulations that was placed in front of me, I know how it feels to lose everything. I know how it feels to start all over. I understand the temporary situation. At the end of the day, I would never allow someone to dim my light, because at the end of the day, I recognize my faith. It doesn't matter at the end of the day who gave up on me or who overlooked me. I had abandonment issues, yes. I had lack of love when it came to folks that didn't know how to value my time and day, and that say they're supposed to be in my life to love me correctly. They always told me that God would never be in my life. God don't love me. God don't care about you. God ain't showing up for you. You need to stop it. Shut up. And I kept going, and I didn't get discouraged. I allowed myself to see that I'm a firm believer at the end of the day that I continue to choose me, regardless of the circumstances that was placed in front of me when I didn't have food on my table. And I didn't know how I was going to provide for myself. Being a papa alone, I couldn't pick up the phone and say, "You got my back today." When folks took my kindness for weakness, they tried to humiliate me, disrespect me in the most unhealthiest way. God made a way when I least expected, when I didn't have a dollar in my pocket. I cried beyond tears at the end of the day. I made myself feel like, am I even worthy of choosing myself to better myself? But God allowed me to see another day. And not only did God allow me to see another day, but God allowed me to see that, wow, continue to be patient with your process. Not only to continue to be patient with your process, but understand that at the end of the day, you are not where you was yesterday. You are not where you was 10 years ago. You are not where you was 5 years ago. Regardless of your sexual orientation, your disability, your culture, your religion, your age, God will show you at the end of the day how truly worthy you are. It's the thought process for me. Do not give up on yourself because of a temporary situation. Do not get discouraged because someone said that you are not worthy of yourself, because they see confidence within you. They see your anointings within you, and you ain't got malicious intentions at the end of the day to discourage your neighbor. That's the problem with people today. They want to kick somebody down. They want to discourage somebody and wear a mask at the end of the day with hidden agendas. You know, it's so sad and disturbing how someone would pay an evil dollar just to try to dim somebody's light. But God saw what you was doing, and you're going to reap what you sow. And I say that respectfully because all money ain't good money. And when you're on a good God's timing and you're dealing with a child of God, oh, you made a wrong mistake. And only to realize your right direction is to self-reflect, to mentally go within, that you only played in your own face. Because you judge a book by its cover, thinking everybody's the same. How can God possibly favor you? How can God possibly show up for you? You need to shut up. God ain't gonna do that for you. God ain't nobody. God worked miracles. God allowed me to see what a blessing looks like, and I was willing to catch it. They said, "Oh, if you don't respect your mother and your father, your days will be short." That was a lie, because the devil was a lie, because the devil tried to destroy me. This devil tried to kick me down when I was a child, and I went into my adulthood, and I was allowing myself to become my best self vision of myself, because I didn't allow myself to dim my light. When them folks didn't know how to love me, when them folks went against me, and I ain't got to lie on nobody to humiliate nobody, because I'm an adult now, and I'm not a child, or let alone in a child-minded state. And I say that respectfully, because my Heavenly Father God and my Heavenly Mother at the end of the day got my back, and I say that respectfully. It's okay to know at the end of the day, everybody is not meant to be part of your journey, and it's okay to let go at the end of the day who gave up on you or who overlooked you. And I say that respectfully. Never allow someone to dim your light, because they see at the end of the day that, wow, I lied on this person. I disrespected this person. I threw spell work at this person. I wanted this person to be emotionally unstable. But this person keep getting up. Every single day, this person keeps choosing themselves. How can they recognize their confidence? How can they recognize at the end of the day not to lose sight of day? Because God works in mysterious ways, and everybody wasn't supposed to be part of my journey. That unhealthy relationship, it didn't work out. I knew how to motivate somebody when they couldn't even see for themselves. I knew how to love somebody when someone didn't know how to love me. I knew how to show up for somebody when they couldn't take accountability. I still chose me when they gave up on me. They said I was stupid, retarded, dysfunctional, crazy, got anxiety problems. But I still chose me. The lack of love, my kindness, I didn't allow nobody to dim my light. I was forever true to me, and I never switched up. I was always that loving person from a child point of view, and it went into my adulthood. I didn't have to disrespect nobody to get far in life at the end of the day, or step on somebody's feet to get to somewhere at the end of the day that God don't want me to be, because God was directing me. God was showing me that I'm a firm believer, and God was guiding me the way to recognize my faith. And I was willing and choosing to choose me when I couldn't see. And God works in mysterious ways. My content is not for everybody. It's not. But be mindful and wise who you disrespect. Be mindful and wise who you try to discourage at the end of the day. Because you lack confidence within yourself, your self-esteem is so low at the end of the day, and you don't understand how someone is picking up themselves at the end of the day to become their best self-vision of themselves. Be careful who you judge a book by its cover by. Like, and I say that respectfully, just because you don't understand that the instructions that's placed in front of you, it's not meant for you to understand. It's called respect, neighbor. Stay in your lane. You know, it was obstacles that was placed in certain individuals' lives when they least expected. Dealing with being sexually assaulted as a child, dealing with hate crime, discrimination, violence, sickness. You put a name to your book, and this stuff went into your adulthood. They don't understand, how did you continue to go? Why didn't you break down already? How? How you choose you? How do you show up for you and mean what you say when you smile? When people discriminate against you, regardless of your sexual orientation, because you speak up for yourself and you don't got malicious intentions. And when someone is trying to bring harm to you or disrespect you at the end of the day, you speak up for yourself loud and proud. They don't like that. They want you to shut up because at the end of the day, they see something within you that's so special that they can't stop. Especially when you truly protect it. And you ain't out here bothering nobody with malicious intentions. But you know how to respect your neighbor. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Never get discouraged because of someone else's pain. I never say anybody's name when I speak upon certain things. But I remember this one particular person. It's a lot of them though. But this main one particular person that just a little refreshing. That disrespected me so bad. Called me a bitch. God don't love you. You sinning because of your sexual orientation. You black, ugly bitch, you gorilla face effing all types of stuff. And I was so confused because I never misused you. I never mistreated you. I never disrespected you in no shape or form. How can God possibly love you, a thing like you? You ever respected somebody so much at the end of the day? They didn't understand your confidence. They didn't understand your walk of life because you chose yourself to better yourself and you would allow yourself to become your best self vision of yourself. You didn't have to paint a picture of somebody that you truly wasn't because you showed up as you every single day. Something that they couldn't see. Something they couldn't self-reflect to be is themselves in their authentic way. So they try to discourage you. They didn't understand at the end of the day how all these obstacles is placed in front of you. And you know how to respect me. Why are you so nice to me? Why are you so nice to me? I disrespected you. You were still nice to me. Because my heavenly mother don't play about me at the end of the day. And you're going to reap what you sow. And I don't play with Spoiler in a toxic way. As long as I know at the end of the day I didn't disrespect you in no shape or form, let alone go against my neighbor when I didn't go wrong. I just showed up as who I truly was, and I will forever show up as me with no malicious intentions. I didn't have to sneak diss you, disrespect you. I didn't have to bring harm towards you. I didn't have to play victim at the end of the day. I knew how to respect my neighbor. It's a thought process for me. How people pick and choose who they want to bully. How people pick and choose who they want to humiliate. How people pick and choose at the end of the day who they want to discourage because they truly can't self-reflect. And you swore up and down that God can't favor me. God don't love me. I'm sinning. The devil's a lie. And God showed me who my enemy was that day. It was clear as day, and I still respected you as a person. I never had malicious intentions towards you. I told you nothing but greatness that's going to come out of you. And you only dimmed your own light because at the end of the day, God don't bless ugly. And I say that respectfully, and especially someone that's trying to bring somebody down with when you got malicious intentions. You trying to bring somebody down and discourage them with malicious intentions. You try to have a hate group going against somebody Sending all these people to attack an innocent person, and that you want to hide your hands and said I was just joking. Ain't nothing funny was about that at the end of the day, because some people nowadays, when it comes to their mental state, when it's been going on for so long, and I say this respectfully, they wind up psyching themselves out their own freedom, their thought process, and this is the type of stuff that happens in our communities every single day, regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, or your disability. And I say that respectfully. When it comes to these one-sided opinions, how you trying to control somebody, and at the end of the day, you don't got control of the will when God is truly favoring somebody. Be mindful and wise who you try to destroy, because only to realize you only playing your own face to destroy yourself. Misery loves company, and you realize at the end of the day, God was truly protecting that child of God for all the right reasons. You antagonize somebody's character to get them out of character. You wanted them to go to back and forth with you, because that's what you're so used to. Low vibrational energy, and you say you're so real. Only to realize you truly got to self-reflect and mentally go within. That you truly didn't have self-awareness. It's a thought process to me. You saying that you're so real. I'm real! And you didn't mean what you say. You got to be careful when you talk to certain individuals that scream they so real. They got common sense. Because common sense nowadays is not common sense. And everybody's not real. But checkmate. I ain't had malicious intentions towards you. I knew how to respect you. Let alone I ain't have to play you close not to see you woke. I wanted everybody around me to elevate. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. It's a thought process me when it comes to certain individuals that were trying to control somebody's life. And they only got control over their own life. How dare you? Leave innocent people alone. It's a thought process to me. I attribute time to the genuine ones only. God works in mysterious ways. Never allow someone to dim your light. I attribute time to the genuine ones only. Have a safe day, have a safe week, have a safe month, have a safe year, have a safe day. Protect your energy. Not everybody's meant to be part of your journey. I'll be going live again later on. I'll say about 10 o'clock. I attribute time to the genuine ones only. It's a thought process for me. Thank you for your time. I truly appreciate it. And I say this respectfully to the genuine ones only. I do not have malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. Who I say I am is who I say I am. Switching up at the end of the day, I am not like everybody else. And I say that respectfully. I ain't got nothing to hide. And I say that respectfully. I know how to respect my neighbor. But it's so sad and disturbing to see how people will lie on somebody just to think they're going to move forward ahead in life at the end of the day. And it's so discouraging that they have their own mindset that discourage themselves because they're their own worst enemy. And I truly hope that one day that they find peace within to better themselves. And I say that respectfully. It's a thought process for me. My content is not for everybody. The good God is not for sale, and I do not worship the devil. And I say that respectfully. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I do not have malicious intentions. I'm not looking for attention. I'm not looking for money from anybody at the end of the day. I'm on this platform doing God's job. That's it. And I say that respectfully. Anybody life that I ever came into, I'm only doing God's job. That's it. I didn't do it with no manipulation. I didn't do it with gaslighting. I'm not doing it because I'm using the word of God. No, that's not how I move. I don't move on malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. I say who I am, and I mean what I say. I am Naya, genuine, love, respect. The only difference is that may stand out a lot more is my sexual orientation. I love women, and that's the thought process to me. But I'm a one-person only. Sorry, not sorry. Have a nice day somewhere else. It's the thought process for me. I attribute time to the genuine ones only. And like I said, my content is not for everybody. So be mindful and wise. Leave your negative energy for somebody else. And please be mindful and wise when saying that an innocent person, I say this respectfully, regardless of their sexual orientation, how God can't favor them or how God is not showing up for them. They just using it on a platform to get likes and views. I ain't doing it for all that. I'm helping my neighbor and letting my neighbor know at the end of the day, this is a safe place. Not only is this a safe place, but I ain't got malicious intentions. I'm not doing it for likes and views because God showed me at the end of the day, who's truly for me ain't gonna go against me. Who's truly for me is going to respect me. Who's truly for me is not gonna have malicious intentions. Because my reality of life at the end of the day does not depend on likes and views and comments. It depends on who shows up for me and respects me like I show up for them. And I say that respectfully. And I would never take anyone for granted or mistreat them or misuse them. And today is August 24th, 2024. God is so good. And we can remember this day at the end of the day and go back to it and say like, wow, thank you, Naya. And I say that respectfully. I do not have malicious intentions. And God is not for sale. God is not for sale. I'm just the messenger. It's the thought process to me. Thank you for your time, and I truly appreciate it. I truly do. You don't even understand how this makes me feel at the end of the day. That folks had to play me close. They had to pay people to get information about me, to see who I am, and they still came up short. And the people that they was asking at the end of the day, they didn't even know themselves. It's the thought process to me when it comes to people's opinion. I could never introduce myself or come off the wrong way to somebody having to pay somebody to get information about somebody else. You need a new job description, and I say that respectfully. It really be a thought process to me. Like, is it really worth it? Like, for real. You don't understand that how God works in mysterious ways, and when you truly spiritual, and like I said, my content is not for everybody. And when you're truly spiritual at the end of the day, they would try to test you beyond testing you to see how spiritual you truly are. They would humiliate you, disrespect you, do all these weird things at the end of the day, only to realize they fell short when it came to knowledge. I truly respect my neighbor with no malicious intentions, regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. It's a thought process to me. Thank you for your time to the genuine ones only. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. It's the thought process to me. Always better yourself to love yourself. Never allow someone to dim your light at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully. Being irrelevant, wow. You wasn't in competition with nobody. You were your biggest cheerleader. When God allows you to see to stay in your own lane, they will never understand your vision when it comes to your faith. Never allow someone to discourage you because you have confidence within yourself. And you didn't allow trauma and pain to hold you back. And even if you did have trauma and pain endured within you from a child point of view and it went into your adulthood, you didn't have to discourage your neighbor, let alone project that negative energy into the universe. You knew how to respect your neighbor. It's a thought process for me. Thank you for your time to the genuine ones only. I gotta go. Thank you. Now, I genuine love respect. Yes, I am the original owner of all my content, word for word. Thank you for your time. Have a good evening, but I'll be back on live at 10 o'clock tonight. Thank you.